Mafi bona joge Biafra rokobore makokari mano uramo. Mafi bona joge Biafra rokobore akari mano uramo. Mafi bona joge Biafra rokobore makokari mano urugo. Mafi bona joge Biafra rokobore akari mano uramo. Imanadika dinta jarabia gane bugabaya. Imanadika dinta jarabia gane bugabaya. Ogano chore aso coach betena bagati tindao. Ogago chore aso coach betena bagati tindao. Abo
Emenike Chibo
Brother Masikwala Makele Sike Kiwe Sike Rubasabo Esio Emawa
Isaac Substance
Makiwe Ego Yemanabu Kage Makiwe
William Louis Biafra Richard Taproot, I greet you. Last Francisco, Emmanuel, I greet
Mafi bona joge Biafra rokobore akari mano. Mafi bona joge Biafra rokobore akari mano ulugo. Mafi bona joge Biafra rokobore akari mano ulugo. Wanem bianara Biafra do bianara ya. Senator Bianara Biafra, Governor Bianara Biafra, Absent Bianara, Abataya, brother.
Joseph,
Owanile, Yala Biafra, can you get it to cook?
Please, as you're coming in, hit the like button. I greet. All right, let's go. Let's do this. I greet you all this morning. Otutoma, Rava Chiamaka Jere here, Pastor Vam. By the grace of Chukwuki Kabiama Primi Henile, Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. If you see where I am now, mosquitoes that are here where I am, they're in their thousands. The thing is just like they send them to wait for me here. Honestly speaking, I'm going to endure them all through this half an hour. Oh, my goodness me. Thank you, Freeman. Thank you. And I also, by the grace of Chukwuka Biama, double as the self-acclaimed Amobiera of my Prime Minister, Odogu. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the dragon. Hit the like button and let's get into the program proper. I'm going to put the link very, very quickly, but let me establish my topic, because if you don't establish it, someone might come here and say, Tinubu gives you money. But look at the name I wrote there. Tifnubu. Tinubu is a Jagawere, Jaga bandit, Jaga criminal, Jaga drug baron, Pablo Escobar. Whatever you like, you name him. That is what Tifnubu is. But there is one thing you must understand, that Chukwuokike Abiama does his own things in mysterious ways. Yes. Chukwuokike does his own things in mysterious ways. Let me tell you, everybody in Nigeria, as it is, constituted right now, that's ungodly terrorist entity called Nigeria. Everybody knows that Tinubu is a failure, is a disaster. Everybody knows. But yet, he is the president. And it serves us right. It serves us right because God have already systemized that it must happen that way. So many of you have been praying, have been looking up to Chukwuokike Abiama for liberation, for freedom, for our redemption. And then suddenly, Peter Obi comes from everywhere, tries to, convince everyone how fantastic he was. And comparing every other person that came for that presidency in the zoo, everybody saw Peter Obi as the fairest and the best of them. And they voted for him. Yes, so they voted for him, honestly. Anybody can deny it all they want. The truth is that Biafrans did not vote in Biafra land. Yes. Over 20 million were said to have registered, and less than 4 million were said to have voted. In a vote that over 20 million were said to have registered. So it was a proof that Biafrans had already chosen their ways by listening to the Prime Minister. But Peter Obi won. And yet, Tifnubu was able to maneuver Maradona and everything, and he became the president by every maneuver that is possible. And with that, Nigeria never have the opportunity or the chance of anybody giving them the benefits of ever surviving. From that day till today, Nigeria has been going down deep. In fact, the depth where Nigeria has been left now, what it will take, even if there will ever be, it means that you have to go back and resuscitate intelligent people, that would have been able to make things right. That's why today you see Obasanjo, even as old as he is, he seems as if he's still relevant, going up and down, fighting for how he can resuscitate and regurgitate Nigeria again. But there's no way. The greatest enemy of Obasanjo, among all of them that were contesting, was Tinubu. That is why, even though as useless as Boko Haram's leadership was, the impostor is still validating Buhari. Good Lord Jonathan, the one we thought he had sense, is validating Buhari. But Obasanjo will not validate Buhari because, he's validating Tinubu, All of them are validating Tinubu. But Obasanjo will not validate Tinubu. Why? Because Obasanjo knows that Tinubu is the worst thing that have ever happened to that contraption. And for us as Biafrans, we needed the worst thing to happen to Nigeria so that we will be well positioned to say yes. Even if there is no other reason, there is an evident contemporary reason why Biafra must go. And not only that, Tinubu is the greatest bigot you can ever imagine in the history of black race. He gathered around himself jobless criminals from everyone he appointed as Indeze. You remember that it was one of his eze that was threatening Ndibo. I said, if you don't vote for Tinubu, we will throw you into the lagoon. If you don't vote for Tinubu's boy, we will do this and that for you to you. Those are all Tinubu species. And that man ended up as the president of Nigeria. So Biafrans, it is a thing of joy. It calls for celebration. And if there's any best thing that happened to you, it is the emergence of Tinubu. Because the emergence of Tinubu means that Nigeria can never, ever come back again. In football, there's what they call the great comeback. I remember a football match between AC Milan and Liverpool some years back. AC Milan were leading Liverpool 4-0, 4-0. I watched that match. AC Milan, I think in those days of Alessandro Nesta, Paolo Maldini, and the rest of them, 4-0, 4 in the Champions League final. Liverpool came from nowhere in the days of Steven Gerrard. Pam 4-1, Pam 4-2, Pam 4-3, Pam 4-4, penalty shootout, be extra time or whatever. Pam, Liverpool carry the cup. Great comeback. But with the likes of Tinubu in power in the zoo, Nigeria will never ever see anything like comeback. God masterminded it that way so that Nigeria will so sink that anyone that wants to go will be able to pave their way on time and get out before everything will collapse finally. But whether or not it will collapse, it has already been said, and the instrument of collapse of Nigeria is Tinubu. Tinubu, I'm telling you, Tinubu, an ancestor that was struggling. You saw his pictures. You even see his age. His first daughter is about almost 60-something years old. Yeah, Tinubu was 70-something. His first daughter, 60-something. A man with no IQ right now, as I'm speaking to you, he goes to France to go and put a life support, and that support will continue to, he will continue to get that support until Nigeria will collapse finally. Yes, yes. Under our time and our days, I am telling you, Chukwuoke Biama master planned all this for Biafrans to go. So that is why when I see anybody singing and or whatever, thinking Nigeria, there is hope for Nigeria, don't just argue with them. Just get serious in packing your things and packing your bags and getting ready. Because if you don't get ready, you might be left unawares in a camp where the sinking of Nigeria will catch up with you. I'm telling you, whether or whether Nigeria must sink. And who is the instrument of sinking that is also giving us the power to make sure that everything we are doing is working effectively? Is Tinubu. Is Tinubu. I'm telling you. So they allowed him to come, and Chukwuoke Biama allowed it to happen so that Biafrans will be able to have a smooth sail into our glorious land. Yes. Everything is increased. Every evil and wickedness is increasing in Nigeria. Every evil. Go in the history of Nigeria now. We know that every term in Nigeria, every administration is always worse than the previous one. But not at this rate. No. It has never been at this rate. Never. You remember they were telling them, Tinubu, he built Lagos single-handedly. He will build Nigeria. He will do this. He will do that. He's not even up to 1 year. Not up to 1 year. Not up to 1 year. Look at the zoo. Nigeria has become, even those that were fighting us and cursing us, that Mazin Namdekan is calling Nigeria a zoo, they are now cherishing that zoo name because they know that that zoo is not a befitting name for Nigeria. That Nigeria deserves a worse, narrative or a worse description of what it has become now. So be excited, Umuchineke. Everything evil is coming on the enemies of Biafra. And those at the helm of affairs right now are the ones also giving it a push to make sure it happens. They are pushing Nigeria. And as we are protecting and preserving our land, they are helping to push Nigeria to the abyss that was set for it by Chukwuokike Abiama. Everything. I'm seeing the comment section. Somebody said petroleum is now 1,200 per liter. Everything. Do you think it will get better? Sometimes, you just don't use your head. You think you can save the situation? That's why anybody that tries to save the situation, you will lose your life. You try to save the situation, I'm telling you, you will lose your life, because this is a divine orchestrated destruction on the enemies of Biafra. So God had to do it. It is answered prayer. So every day you pray, Umuchineke, every day you pray, you say, Chukwuokike Abiama, thank you for the gift of Tinubu to Nigeria. Thank you for sending Tinubu to Nigeria. That is why when other people are crying in other parts of the zoo, in Biafra land, Biafrans are saying, Tinubu, 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 Kaigeso, Tinubu, Kaigeso. You think they don't know what they're doing? They know what they are doing. What they're saying, Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria gave me a la, Manejeje, Manalala, Nigeria must owe me. Nigeria gave me a la. Nigeria must end. I'm telling you. So it is God that orchestrated it. It is God. So I was watching a video yesterday. I don't know if I shared it on my Twitter, of how in Zamfara they are already having, a medical way of amputating people. It is now, legal in Zamfara. In some parts of the north, Sharia. Instead of, they want to make it in a beautiful way. Those that sleep with another man's wife, or you steal a goat, or you steal a cow, they will take you to the hospital. After they have caught you, it is the doctors that will now remove your hand as the amputation. It is no longer those crude way of, they want to do it so that the world will see that they are nice people. So those of you in Nigeria, you are going to have a very nice Sharia law system under Tinubu. Very beautiful Sharia law. So instead of hanging them on the tree or hanging them on the, they will do it in a more polite and a more clean way, so that the world will now say, the Sharia law in Nigeria is better than the Sharia law in Afghanistan. That's exactly what you have. That's what you have. So glory to Chukwuokike Abiama. We are already out before all this. That's why you see our prime minister haven't seen the tempo and how high it is that Nigeria is sinking. Hey, he draw his hair and put inside his mouth and say, this particular season, it is the season to set Biafra free. It is the time that we must go home, and there's nothing that will stop me. Do you understand? So he decided that, look, no matter what they say, nothing. And Biafrans killed in. Over 50 million have voted in the self-referendum. Never before seen in this world. Never before seen. So that Nigeria is going to go down is a done deal. That Biafra is already here. It is a confirmed agreement. Confirmed. So that is why, even when the PM was saying it on in the space yesterday, that we are going to, after this self-referendum, we will send it to the zoo. All these things will happen very fast. It is just to prove that we have sent you. We have done all the norms. We are going to do all the norms. Do everything, send it to the zoo. They are not going to confirm it, but they have received it. We are going to send it to the United Nations. They will not confirm it immediately, but they have received it. UN, AU, everyone. But at the end of the day, when they are still contemplating whether or not they will confirm or approve, Nigeria will be burning. And then they will look around and say, there is no other excuse. No other excuse for Biafra not to be. And then by that time, we must have equipped ourselves to the teeth. We must have armed ourselves to the teeth, whereby Biafra land will be no-go area for any ungodly, uncircumcised. We hold our territory strong, because already we have a boistering army that you can't compare anywhere. Well-trained, sophisticated. Our general was comparing, the weapons that the terrorists Why didn't I share that picture? The weapons that the terrorists, I think, let me see whether I have it on my Twitter. The terrorists, boys, small children, you see the weapons they are brandishing, and then you compare it with the weapon Amoteku, those Yoruba, Afonja terrorists, this thing. I have it here. Let me show you. Let me see if I can share it very quickly. So you see what is coming for Afonja? Hey! Because all what they have are then guns and all those things. But these Boko boys, some of them small children, you see them. Do you have it there? You see them with sophisticated weapons. Sophisticated. And it is happening under the watch of Tinubu. Tinubu was there when they took away all the guns, AK-47 that the governors were ready to acquire for Amoteku. And then look at what Amoteku have. Chaka boom, chaka boom. You know what? That gun you hold with two hands. When you do it, chaka, it will do boom. And then you have those young ones. Wait, you see them? With sophisticated. So let me remove it before YouTube regulations. But all the same, what am I telling you? I'm telling you that what is coming for them, all those people that have been mocking us, hey, armies are coming from hell. Armies are coming from hell against the zoo. And everyone that have always said that Nigeria give Tinubu, you will see it. So I don't know if there's anybody that has ideas or more spiritual inclinations into these things I'm saying. I may not have been able to buttress this point very well, but I know that you understand what I mean. So we are not in support of Tinubu. Is not our fan, is not our friend. You know, he doesn't like us, we don't like him, but he is the instrument that Chukwu Okike Abiama has positioned there to make sure that the zoo does not survive the coming onslaught. This zoo will never survive the coming onslaught. So Nigeria is finished. It's finished. So if you are yet to support this prime minister, because we are hoping that there will be a new Nigeria, let me tell you, even if you saw Tinubu, and evidently Tinubu was, hand they shake, leg they shake. I am telling you, it was not fake. But right now, Chukwu Okike have made it possible that there are medications he can take today, and he's taking them. Hands are no longer shaking, legs are no longer shaking. And now he is going to France. He will be in France to sophisticate his hands and his legs. It will not shake. And he's going to remain firm without shaking as Biafra is packing. As Biafra is packing and leaving. Evidently, we are going to beat them complete bye after December 2nd. After December 2nd, we're going to beat them complete bye, and then you will confirm that we know what we are doing, and we knew the right time, and we took advantage of the time. The Bible says that the sons of Issachar are those that understood the times and the seasons. We are the genuine sons of Issachar. Mosquitoes, we are the genuine sons of Issachar, understanding the times and the season. And we have taken it. We have taken advantage of the times. We have taken advantage of the seasons. Okay. Somebody who watched that football, he said it was 3-0 till 60 minutes. Okay. 3-0 till 60 minutes. But Liverpool came back. The point I was making, I'm a football fan. I love football. The point I was making with that football is that there was a comeback for Liverpool. There are always great comebacks. Some nations suffer a lot of things and they come back. In the history of Nigeria, since we have been growing up, Nigeria have never come back. It has never come back. They keep falling. But sometimes some presidency will enter, like, in the days of Yaradua entered, it looks like things were going to be normal. And then he admitted that the system through which he came in was a fraudulent and a manipulated system. He agreed. But Nigeria did not come back. The days of Goodluck Jonathan, Nigeria was doing like this, but it never came back. But the truth remains that Nigeria has never fallen so deep like it has fallen now. And you ask yourself, is there any reason for Nigeria to fall so deep? the way it fell now. There shouldn't have been any reason. At least that it would have been a level whereby they will maintain or try to sustain that level where the impostor had left it, so that you people will now be asking yourself, okay, we are having hope. Maybe 2027, something new will happen. But the Tinubu cannot maintain the tempo to keep it where the impostor, Boko Haram, kept it. All that is happening is nosediving, and it is going deeper and deeper. It will never come back. So Liverpool came back, but Nigeria can never and will never come back. Never. So forget about it. If there's any thought of you, giving them that, forget about it. We, Umuchineke, win-win for us all the way. Win-win for us all the way. Everything this Biafra Republic government is doing now, I bet you it will be in your favor and it is working for your own good. So with smiles and with confidence in you, support Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. Support him. And now look at how far we are going. Today, everything about Biafra is emerging. The map already is out again. The map. The Biafra map. So as much as they try to silence and suppress Biafra, Biafra keep coming out, keep advancing, keep growing. They infiltrated us. They infiltrated us with some, okay, I unmute your mic 1 minute. They infiltrated us with some unbelievable characters like Nelly Ofebu. Do you remember Nelly Ofebu with the Idu? Nelly had her own project because the project was, there is no way anybody can stop Biafra. So the only thing you will do now, tell them that Biafra was a slave name. Biafra came from this place. Biafra is dead. Project Idu, we are Idu. And it was known even before we came to the consciousness of Biafra. It was already known that we are the people of Igoromi Godo Idu. We knew, and the knowledge of it even came to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We embraced it. But there was never a time where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would say, no, Idu now is what we should call it and not Biafra. Because Biafra is the only thing that people died for. That the enemies of our freedom knew, and they massacred souls in their millions. And then somebody will come and say, hey, forget about it. That is the reason why you died. Let's give it another name. Just to kill it. Tell me, had it been we were not smart and stood our ground and said Biafra or death? But now, when you are talking Idu, people would say, this was confused. Though. See, all of them that were saying that Idu, all of them Idu, where are they now? They are all gone. All gone, disappear. Nelly, Nsima, all of them, Faith Ogala, what's that the name of that idiot in Norway? The Elohaha. What's that her name again? Sophia. All evaporated. But you thought they were interested in freedom, but you never knew they were instruments of suppression, instruments of trying to make sure they kill the thought or the knowledge of Biafra in the subconscious of everyone, even though they never knew about Biafra. So that when they get up, even you go back in the history book, you will ask yourself, when, at least even in our relatively contemporary time, was anything like Idu fought for, people died for, anybody actually came out so powerfully in the name of such a thing? And that's why Vam said, lie to lie, Biafra, or we die. And everything they did brought us, look at where we are. And the enemies of Biafra are all buried. Now, quickly, unmute yourself. Mazi, you are the only one here this morning, and obviously the only one that would be able to join me to add to this. Go ahead and make your submission. Triple M.
Yeah, good morning, Pastor Vam. Good morning morning. Good morning, my fellow Biafrans. Good morning, my fellow people all over the world, the lovers of the freedom, as they play, they show.
Yes, so.
ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ya mee ya o ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Our prime minister wụ ụtalị mmụọ. Our prime minister bụ ụtalị mmụọ. Our prime minister na-ekwu okwu na Finland ya ga-mezuo na Biafra land.
I'm telling you.
No, you know, when we started, it was just like a joke. And our God we always make the wiseness of the foolish one into it will turn it into a foolishness.
Yes. 1 minute. Let me make a point on this taproot point. Taproot, do you remember that Gaddafi even came to the point of he was Gaddafi of Biafra. He suddenly became Gaddafi of Idu. Gaddafi of Idu. When they noticed that the prime minister was never shifting his ground on Biafra, prime minister was only giving benefit to Nelly because he saw Nelly have been there with prime minister, with our leader Onyendu, and have come to support what we're doing. Okay, let us see where this Idu will take her to. But I stand with Biafra. Prime minister consistently said, I stand with Biafra. That is why today you see, you know, my connection with prime minister is divine and holy from God. Gaddafi of Biafra. Suddenly, Gaddafi of Idu. And when Idu buried, he jumped out immediately. Gaddafi of Biafra again. And before you know it, that same Gaddafi of Biafra became the worst Sabo, the greatest and the prospect. I don't know the name I will call him. The most dangerous Sabo we now had in the midst of this movement. Imagine the one they call Nsima. Nsima was, and everybody that will see it, we always see that paint on his mouth as if he has gone to lick something before he came out. Nelly. I thought, no, hey, you're doing that. He now supported the Idu from Idu now. Can you believe it? How can anybody in his right mind become a supporter of Tinubu with the criminality of Tinubu, with the drug baron nature of Tinubu, with the Nsima supporting Tinubu? So it shows you the mindset, because if you are genuine, no matter how, even if you were offended, highest thing you will do, you will be attacking those people that offended you, not for you to support evil eventually and be on of evil consistently since that time till now. So it shows you that are honest.
Pastor Van, we are not surprised to see those things. You know, we are not surprised. You know, our leader Onyendu, he is our God. We see whatever thing that is happening today, he have already said it. You know, he said, I don't want Biafra in a simple way. I don't want Biafra in a lighter way. I want all the enemy to show their face. Let's fight you head on.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
he said it.
Who would have believed that there are people around you that is enemy today? They have all showed their faces.
Yes.
And more are still coming. More are still coming.
And you remember this high saint is the one that whenever he comes, our PM will give him microphone and give him audience. He will quote Bible, he quote Bible from Genesis to Revelation. He will speak very mysterious scriptural language. And you would think that that person had genuine conversion within him for freedom.
That's it. They have emotive. They have interior emotive. Now, let me call out on that criminal that visited our headquarters in Maryland. Criminal Emeka Deadstone, and that is so. He said that when the day they took off that our flag, he said at the end of the day, if office came to reality, that they will come to apologize. We are still waiting for them. We are still waiting for them.
How will they apologize? They are sons. The Bible called them sons of Belial. The Bible says that they come to worship God with their lips. Their heart is far away from God. I want to tell you, I don't patronize. Me, I'm telling, instead of me not to stand for Biafra, I had rather drop dead. I'm telling you, because What can I live for? I know it. Nigeria is a lie. Nigeria is a lie. Tinubu is a criminal.
Support Biafra. Waiting again.
Thank you.
Waiting again.
So,
and yeah, what am I living for? What am I living for? What am I living for? Now let's come back to the drug lord. Tinubu is prayer answered for Biafra freedom. It is a prayer answer. You know, God works in a mysterious way.
yes.
That thing you might be crying, say, "Oh my God, I have missed it all. I don't know why God hates us." Or what God wants to use the ignorant of your enemy to bless you. Now, that is exactly what we are into. That is exactly where we are heading to. Even those that is supporting them, those that is helping them from the background, have all been disappointed. Because you can't be. Even I was looking at Obasanjo today. He's supporting Tinubu. It is the same man that said you don't repeat failure. But today he has joined those that failed to repeat that same failure in our own credit. In our own credit. So whatever thing that happens today, Biafrans, let's rejoice. More propaganda will be coming. More propaganda.
Yes,
More
exactly.
propaganda. Our PM have already told you. Our PM Ojena more. Our PM is Ojena more. He has seen everything. And whatever thing he told us, if you are not strong enough, you will fall out of the way. One day, Joe also Biafra was telling today have to be preaching the heaven they talk about. The end of the world they talk about is the emergence of Biafra. Once Biafra emerges, the Westerners are in soup because Biafra will open the eyes of the Africa.
Thank you.
We are going for total freedom and total emancipation. No Akemwe. Akemwe aga na Biafra. Biafra we is the original Biafra God wants it to be. Everything we have, we use it to work for Biafra. That is the Biafra we are looking for, and that is the Biafra we are about to get. All God for our Prime Minister, I will worship you. You are the God we are saying. You are God of Biafra. We must follow you. We are getting to the end of the tunnel. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Triple M. I appreciate you for the time spent with you this morning. Thank you so much. So, Umuchineke, use your tongue and count your teeth and see everything is happening for a reason, for a purpose. The scripture says that all things work together for good to them that love Chukwu Okike Abiama. All things. So all things are going to work together for your own good. Believe you me. So when the Prime Minister comes to tell you, no matter how long it will take, we're going to fight this thing and we're going to make sure we get it. What he's trying to tell you is that there is no amount of propaganda, no amount of pressure, no amount of anything that should make you contemplate giving up this your freedom for any reason. Because that's the only thing you have left for you. Because you see Tinubu is fighting for his pocket. He knows that Nigeria is finished. Because you know that the same Tinubu said it in the past, that Nigeria should not be a country. He never believed in one Nigeria. All of them you see today, they never believed in one Nigeria. So what changed? Because the pendulum fall to their side. So they want to, satisfy their own selfish interests. But for you, it is not about selfish interest. It's about the survival of your own race, of your people, of your nation. There's nothing personal about it. There's nothing personal about our Prime Minister. There's nothing personal about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing personal. It is a collective interest of Biafrans, generally, that we are fighting for this freedom, not a personal interest. Check it. Look deep and find out. Those that are going after personal interest, you will know. No, you will know. You don't need anybody to tell you. Will anybody tell you before you know that people like Nelly Ofebu was fighting for her personal interest, or Nsima was after his own personal interest, or Gaddafi, his pendulum was like this, of Idu, of Biafra, personal interest? So, fellow Biafrans, remain airborne. Biafra is on sight, and there's nothing that will take us back. I love you all. I am Raphael Chamaka Jere, a.k.a. Pastor Van Van Van. I'll see you again later this afternoon. Please, sometimes I would wish that we have a program whereby we don't open the mic and people will continue to, maybe one day we open the mic, people will continue to come back from some of the things you have seen in this movement. The movement so far How far have you fared in this movement? Where are the spots you have seen? Where are the blemishes you have seen? How were you able to overcome them? Somebody is in my room, but I'm sorry, my time is up. It is not possible to come in by this time. My time is completely up. I love you all. Commercian.
You don't say to mama, you don't redo. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set mazin nam the canu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. 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 Started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio. Rinom go be to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marili and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom, Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They tried by the canories, this reckless Fulani. They conquered the Lorraine, fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle Belt State every day. Our move, don't do. Say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists. Like the man called Shegumi, terrorist. Gabe Sheva Dixinabiomi, terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Patami, terrorist. Boko Haram in the army, terrorist. They stop the people from farming, terrorist. Abubakar Malami, terrorist. Mainstream media swami, terrorist. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafrans fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I Jaja bless. Chukwuki Kabiama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. They can come into Biafra land to wonder. Run them out of do the wall and the wonder. Run them out now. Run them out now. Yo. Divided nations, decent, playing their bloody games against Biafra with the AU all the same. What a shame, such a pain. Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra, he comes away Biafra. Black people worldwide say Biafra, Marcus gave away Biafra.
It's your flight.
There's so much that Biafra come. Umokoko. Mad people everywhere. What you don't know is bigger than you. 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 Hey, he dey pay me yo gaga. He dey pay me yo gaga. He dey pay me yo gaga. This your G. He dey pay me yo gaga. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. He dey pay me yoga. he dey pay me, yo. In this your G, he dey pay me, yo. Sabotu as he dey pay me, yo, for you. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. When we talk about our freedom, when I go the best. When we talk about our freedom, we go the best. When we talk about our freedom, we go the best. Yeah, he dey pay me, yo, gaga. Mama, he dey pay me, yo, gaga. In this your G, he dey pay me, yo, gaga. Sabotu as he dey pay me, yo, gaga. Biafra voice, 247. Love you, we love you, Reggie, me blood brother man, you know. We go Chris. Tia Magaja, I got Rasta man of God. Love you. Yeah. Biafra, you know. Ikuku. Bad guy, you know. What a master. Love you. I can't have a go on. I get y'all away with me. All them enemies of Biafra. Mad people everywhere. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about a freedom, not good events. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about a freedom, we're not good events. Yeah, he depend me, yo, for you. He depend me, yo, gaga. Africans, he depend me, yo, gaga. This your G, he depend me, yo, gaga. He depend me, yo, gaga. Omo, he depend me, yo, gaga. I don't know what's wrong with the reasoning ability of a black man. My God. Someone maximum respect. Yeah, he depend me, yo, for you. He depend me, yo, gaga. Africans, he depend me, yo, gaga. This your G, he depend me, yo, gaga. Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Oh, Lord, have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. I saw Biafrans all over the globe. Are you feeling me, Ashanti? Why am I feeling you from my location, you know? We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Bokike. Biafra nation is our root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our root. We are going home to Biafra city. I got to tell you, we no fear wicked British, we no fear Britain, we no fear them, Boko Haram, we no fear them, we no fear Fulani Caliphate, we no fear them, we no fear Mietiala, we no fear them, Bandit Kill, we no fear them, Janjaweed, we no fear them, Al-Qaeda, we no fear Lucifer, we no fear you Satan, we no fear little demons, we no fear Leviathan, we no fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried in our Biafran. You think it is business as usual? This is the new generation of Biafran. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have no man. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Bokike. salvation is our root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Oh, Biafra nation is our root. We are going home to Biafra cities. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. Oh, Biafra nation is our root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. Oh.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you so much. There's one thing I want to say, and it just came into my subconscious now, and I saw it yesterday. I want to quickly say this. Ikengimo. Somebody should advise Ikengimo. Ikengimo. Don't make yourself Tinubu supporter. Do not make yourself Tinubu supporter. Anything that they are doing to Tinubu just now, it is orchestrated by Chukwu Kabiama. You are a Biafran. I don't know, because most of you are politicians. The only thing you are looking for is your personal interest. You are calling for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. Whether you are genuine or you are sincere about it, it's none of our business. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, any well-meaning human being, a conscientious human being, will ask for his freedom. So I saw Ikengimo telling the Hausa on the Fulani, hey, stop destroying the president. Don't destroy the president. You are going for the NLC chairman. If you go for the NLC chairman, stop distracting the president. Allow the president to work. Look, you are not the one that will tell president to work. Ikenga, if there's anything you need to do it on your own. Well, anyway, you already know that we have given all of you, including you, we have given you a vote of no confidence. Every political office holder that represents Nigeria, you have no office in Biafra land. So this 1 month is what will prove it to you. So for your own personal interest, your own self-centered interest, stay out of the way. To go, because you are trying to tell anybody fighting Tinubu today, Chukwu Adama raise them up. Tinubu is not sparing you. Didn't you see the news? 27 people, they fight innocent 27 Biafrans, and they are tagging it Samonepa boys. You're not saying anything about that. They are telling them not to arrest the NLC boss. They plan to arrest a Labour chairman boss. Is a fighting Tinubu government. Allow the president to work. Which work will the president work? Which work? Has the president, your so-called president, has he done anything in your own interest? A president that you see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still there. Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu convicted in any way? You didn't set him free, but you come out and with press conference, allow the president to work. Don't let me raise my mouth on you. Don't let me, because some people have soft spot for you because of your outspokenness, but we don't love any Nigerian politician. We don't love you. If you are a Biafran, we can only love you because you represent us. But if you don't represent us, China knows or Tineka. Thank you, Biafrans. I'm already at work. Just came into my mind before the music will finish to add it on. I'm going to see you all, guys. I'm now in the office. No more mosquitoes. All right. Love you guys. See you this afternoon. Please make sure you share this video and this particular part I just spoke of now. If you can cut it and send to Ikengimo. Ikengimo. Don't protect the interests of Tinubu. Tinubu is a Jagaban. Tinubu does not care about Biafrans. Does not care about Tinubu. And you're trying to protect his interests. One other man. Ew.
Malona maybe I got about a day, channel so more Bobby. Kabankit, you loud drop a man funny. Before you call, you consider about the road to Jula Johnny. Oh, you better la cha, Yaman connect to Pumbocha. That was the alumina Chimolu, Ogamulu up and Butchekawa. So the Dasilana, Neman Watamontelocha. Rising sun and shine, if I have one on the car, overlooking up. You got no car, you got no car, you got no car. Me cholia, you got no potway, you got no potway, you got no potway. Overlooking one day, you got no car, ị ga-anụ aka anyị. Anyị na-amapụta, ị ga-anụ mkpọtụ anyị. Ị ga-anụ mkpọtụ anyị, ị ga-anụ mkpọtụ anyị. Hustle go pay, money go there. One up we roll day by day. I had to go for again, but I'm on victory on the way. Them are koja. Share the wine me in Aloba. Oyo dinaka bepara. Olutema kampata yo pankusa. No retreat, no surrender, no stretch until we take over. Kanse kwado, so chuguma. Ida anunta wageba. Soon you go know the vibe. Boys are the otherwise. If I'm twice, if I did when grace arrive, overlook it now. You got no alkai. You got no alkai. You got no alkai. Me cholia. You got no potwai. You got no potwai. You got no potwai. Overlook it one day. You got no alkai. You got no alkai. You got no alkai. I know I'm up with that. Ị ga-anụ mkpọtụ anyị. Ị ga-anụ mkpọtụ anyị. Ị ga-anụ mkpọtụ anyị.
Ọkpụkpụ mbụ abụrụ ọkpụkpụ na-anọ mmadụ n'onu onye ahụ ka dị ndụ. No. Ọkpụkpụ nke mụ ọ nọrọ gị n'onu o gbuo gị pii. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbago mu Nigeria n'onu, gbaa ndị iro Biafra n'onu, gbaa ndị si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Arụma ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ woto. Ọkpụkpụ a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simon Ekpa. I do not know, what kind of petition they are signing to arrest Simon Ekpa for other reasons. These people don't understand that we are actually in freedom fighting. Freedom fighting where we do not validate Nigeria state. We are fighting for our freedom. Nigeria state have committed war crime, genocide, crime against humanity in our land, leading us to take the decisive decision we are taking today. And every necessary measure will be taken to make sure that we save Biafrans from Nigeria. Come 2023.
You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all costs. At all costs. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal habitation. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that this generation has come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God upon the face of this very earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody.